So what happens here is when you get used to this action here, now I'm going to send that arm to pin straight. Okay, it won't get all the way straight when it's this way. So when I push it all the way straight, you can see the effect that has on my body. And I'm keeping my hand like this. Okay. This shoulder goes up a little bit, this shoulder goes down a little bit, and it actually turns the shoulders. So you want to work on going like this, and then like this, and turn. So that's what happens when I hit a golf ball. I'm coming in like this, that elbow's bent like this all the way to the shot because I've rocked the shoulders, and then as I straighten it, this forearm will not do anything like this. It will look like this is a pronation, and that's a supination. Pronation, like throwing a ball, pronation, and supination. So it may look like I'm going to pronate my right wrist here, but actually I'm just straightening my arm out. And that's what gives me the compression. I'm using my body in a way that will give me maximum compression. Whereas most of the golf world is trying to use the body in a way to fling the arms at the ball and create acceleration. I'm not using my body for acceleration. I'm using my body for compression. So that's an important thing to keep in mind here. That's a big difference. You have to have the right context. I'm coming in here like this with that elbow still bent, and then I'm going to go pin straight with that arm. And you can see, you can't see my socket very much anymore, but my socket is pointing out away from my body still. See, my body has turned as a result of this action here and that straightening. See, my body will turn here like this. So I automatically will turn my shoulders at just the right time. I'll never turn my shoulders early. My shoulders go into a rocking motion, and then as this goes all the way to here, then they just stand up. So that's how the right hand works, and that's what you kind of need to practice. I need to keep that orientation of that supination, and therefore that elbow bend coming out this way. Now, at least. When I come into the ball like this and I'm throwing that club head just snaps right into place there, and then as I continue to push and keep pressure on the back of this handle, then my body comes up and I keep pressure on the back of the handle. There's no releasing out here. I know there's some very popular coaches out there that are teaching this inline hit, so that when you get here like this, that the handle is kind of splitting the triangle of the two arms. We don't teach that here. We don't want to throw that club head out in front of the hands at all. We want to have the feeling that you're coming in here like you're beating a rug with the whole shaft like this, and then come here. See that this thing isn't flipping at all. It comes into a very definite spot, hits the ball, and then as this straightens out, the body comes around. You'll see that this toe is moving relative, but it's not flipping or throwing. It's not getting out in front of my hands at all. So you got to keep pressure on the back of the shaft the whole time. And that's what really gives you the compression. I'm teaching you a maximum compression type shot. Okay, so real important to understand that this thumb is going straight this way and that socket's going out. So you're going to start like this and go like that, and really, and you know, work with it a little bit. You may not have a lot of flexibility, but see, I'm really snapping it. And then after you get more confident with it, you can really snap it. Now obviously I'm not bending my elbow like that in the backswing, but I'm trying to get you the feeling, that snapping action. And then you put the two hands together like this, like that. So now see, I'm just bending that wrist back, which pushes that elbow in like that. Okay, that would be my, so my hands are out in front of my shirt buttons, and then my club would be slinging back, but just to kind of put my hands here, see, my hands stay in front of my shirt buttons. I'm not trying to get up here like this, then everything breaks down. This is going to break down and so on. Stop the insanity of trying to get to parallel. It's not necessary. John Rahm, I don't think gets to parallel. He's definitely kind of behind him like this, not trying to get to parallel. So the hands working together then are going to work like this. So you start working on really snapping into the ball and like that, and then you'll start to feel that straighten out and come around like that. Head at least.